Hi, my name is Gary Harper with Sharper Business Solutions. This episode is on core values. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope that this information on core values helps you in your business. So we're going to talk a little bit about the importance of core values. And core values are a item in which we use in order to really create a guiding principles for our staff, our employees, ourselves, and over time, these guiding principles will help really build and develop the culture of an organization. As these core values are discussed and communicated throughout the organization, and as we hire, fire, reward, and recognize based around these core values, the culture of the business is really generated based off of those core values. Core values are usually driven from the leadership, the owner, the visionary of the company, as you will. A lot of times I've seen core values develop just straight from the leadership team through an exercise. We've conducted many of these exercises with leadership teams ourselves, and those core values are then discovered. And then from there, those core values are communicated to the staff. Now, a couple things I want to say about core values is core values have been overused throughout the years. They've been worn, trite, and the reason I say that is because people have turned them into marketing messages. And they're not meant for that. They're meant to be core to your organization. That's why we call them core values. We don't use them as a marketing message in order to try to solicit customers or align ourselves with other businesses to hire us. We will decide whether or not we merge with a company or we'll do business with a company based off of our core values, but we don't want to use it as a marketing message to get a customer to do business with us. Now, I usually tell people 3 to 7 core values. The whole idea of less is more comes into play here. I find that 3 to 5 core values is where most companies play. Anything further out from that is kind of accidental or even aspirational at that point. And so 3 to 5 core values is usually where a company will end up. People don't really remember them if it's more than that. I was working with a company one time and tried to have 10 core values, and every employee that you went up to would tell you, I don't know what all our core values are. They named off 3 or 4 of them, or 50-60% of them, but they couldn't name off all of them. And just about every company that I've known of that has developed their core values that are around 3 to 4 or 5 and communicated them regularly and made them a part of the culture, just about everybody in the organization would buy into them for first and foremost, and then second, be able to recite them even at a moment's notice. As I stated, they do define your culture. They define who you are and what you stand for. So it's important that they come from the leadership team. They also define who the right people are for your organization. We want to hire and review and reward and even recognize and ultimately even fire based off of these core values. I use these core values as good parenting tools. There are a handful set of rules that help us guide and lead our employees from. Core values should really pretty much 100% either attract or repulse people from your business. People will select or deselect themselves about 90% of the time when you're considering hiring them or they're considering you for employment. So this is a little bit on core values. We'll probably talk a little bit more in the future about how to use core values on a quarterly basis within your reviews and measure employees' performance based on the core values. But these are the important steps and why we have core values and why you need to consider them in your business today. Thank you.